The history of Hot Wheels 1968 to today. Picture this. Since 1968, over 6 billion Hot Wheels cars have zoomed off production lines, outnumbering the combined output of automotive giants like Ford, Toyota, and General Motors. That's enough tiny cars to circle the Earth multiple times if laid end to end. But Hot Wheels isn't just about die-cast toys. It's a cultural juggernaut that redefined play, sparked imaginations, and built a global empire. From the iconic orange tracks that turned living rooms into racetracks, to jaw-dropping life-size stunts that captivated millions, from toy store shelves to six-figure auction houses, Hot Wheels has transcended its humble beginnings to become a symbol of creativity, car culture, and collecting passion. This isn't just a story about toys. It's about a revolution in design, a touchstone of nostalgia, and a legacy that continues to inspire generations. Buckle up, because this is the complete, unfiltered history of Hot Wheels, from its California roots to its place in the global spotlight. Fun fact, Hot Wheels has produced over 6 billion cars, more than the combined output of Ford, Toyota, and General Motors. Our journey begins in a small garage in Southern California, 1945, where dreams were built from scraps. Ruth and Elliot Handler, alongside their friend Harold Matt Matson, founded Mattel, a name cleverly mashed from Matson and Elliot. In the optimistic haze of the post-World War II boom, the trio started modestly, crafting picture frames and dollhouse furniture from leftover wood. But their ambition outgrew their workshop. By the 1950s, Mattel was experimenting with toys, striking gold with the uke-a-doodle, a musical toy ukulele that became a hit with kids. Then in 1959, Ruth Handler changed the toy world forever with Barbie, a doll that wasn't just a plaything but a cultural icon. Barbie's success flooded Mattel with millions, giving them the financial muscle to take risks that would reshape the industry. Elliot Handler, however, had his sights on a different audience. While Barbie captivated girls with fashion and fantasy, boys were playing with toys like Matchbox cars, made by the British company Lesney. Matchbox dominated the toy car market with meticulously detailed replicas of everyday vehicles. Think sedans, delivery vans, and taxis. They were accurate, but to Elliot, they were uninspiring. A car enthusiast steeped in California's vibrant hot rod culture, Elliot saw an opportunity to create something bold. He wanted toy cars that weren't just scale models but fantasies. Cars that embodied the thrill of drag strips, the shine of chrome mag wheels, and the audacity of custom paint jobs that defined the 1960s automotive scene. These wouldn't be your dad's commuter cars. They'd be the rides kids dreamed of tearing up the streets in. Elliot's vision was clear. Build a toy that captured the heart-pounding excitement of California car culture and gave boys their own version of Barbie's magic. Fun fact, Mattel's first product was a picture frame made from leftover aircraft materials, not a toy. In 1968, Elliot Handler turned his vision into reality by recruiting Harry Bentley Bradley, a General Motors designer who lived and breathed automotive design. Bradley wasn't your typical toy maker. He'd cut his teeth styling real muscle cars like the Dodge Charger and Pontiac GTO. At Mattel, he was given a blank canvas to break every rule of realism. Forget subtle. Bradley wanted exaggeration. Massive V8 engines bursting out of hoods, impossibly wide tires that scream power, and vibrant metallic paint that caught every kid's eye. The result was the Sweet 16, Hot Wheels' inaugural lineup of 16 cars that hit shelves in 1968. Models like the custom Camaro, custom Corvette, and Diora, a futuristic surf truck that looked like it rolled out of a sci-fi flick, set the tone. These weren't just toys. They were miniature works of art that embodied the rebellious spirit of the era. What made Hot Wheels revolutionary wasn't just their wild designs. Mattel's engineers developed low-friction axles, giving these cars a speed that left Matchbox's sluggish wheels in the dust. The iconic Spectraflame paint, a shimmering metallic finish created with a special zinc-based process, gave each car a jewel-like glow that practically begged to be shown off. And then there was the orange track, a flexible, modular playset that transformed living rooms into racetracks. Kids could build loops, jumps, and drag strips, staging their own high-octane races. Matchbox cars looked like the station wagon parked in your driveway. Hot Wheels were the Mustangs, Barracudas, and custom hot rods you dreamed of driving. Think of it like comparing a beige minivan to a flame-painted Mustang roaring down the strip. Guess which one a kid would pick every time? Fun fact, the Diora's full-size version won awards at car shows in the late 1960s, stealing the spotlight. By the 1970s, Hot Wheels wasn't just competing with Matchbox, it was crushing them. Cars like the Twin Mill with its dual engines and the Beatnik Bandit with its bubble canopy weren't replicas of real vehicles. They were fantasies on wheels capturing the imagination of kids worldwide. Mattel doubled down, releasing new models every year, each more daring than the last. The Mongoose vs. Snake drag race set, inspired by real-life racers Don Prudhomme and Tom McEwen, brought competitive storytelling to playtime. By the 1980s, Hot Wheels had become a global empire, with theme series like the Hot Ones and Black Walls, massive play sets like the Stow and Go City, and even a short-lived animated series that aired on CBS. By 1983, Mattel had sold over 1 billion cars, a milestone that cemented Hot Wheels as a cultural force. The secret to their dominance wasn't just the cars, it was the experience. Hot Wheels tapped into the competitive spirit of kids who'd race their cars down tracks, trade them with friends, and argue over whose collection was the coolest. Parents loved them too. At just $1 or $2 a car, they were an affordable way to spark creativity. Hot Wheels wasn't just a toy, it was identity, imagination, and the thrill of competition, all packed into a 1/64 scale package that fit in your pocket. Fun fact, by 1983, Hot Wheels sold over 1 billion cars, outpacing every other toy car brand. By the 1990s, the kids who grew up racing Hot Wheels in the 1970s were adults, and many never outgrew their love for the brand. What started as childhood play evolved into a passionate collector culture. Mattel saw the opportunity and leaned in hard, launching the Treasure Hunt series in 1995. These limited edition cars, hidden in regular cases with rubber tires, unique paint jobs, and premium details, turned toy shopping into a literal treasure hunt. Collectors developed their own lingo: peg warmers for cars nobody wanted, case cracking for scouring new shipments, and scalpers for those who snatched up rare finds to resell at a markup. In 2007, Mattel upped the ante with Super Treasure Hunts, featuring Spectraflame paint and Real Rider tires, making them even harder to find. The Red Line Club, launched in the early 2000s, took collecting to another level. Exclusive cars sold through Mattel's website, often limited to a few thousand units, sold out in minutes, driving collectors into a frenzy. Conventions like the Hot Wheels Nationals became pilgrimage sites, where fans traded cars, swapped stories, and showed off collections worth thousands. Some people hunt deer or chase Pokemon cards. Hot Wheels collectors hunted tiny cars in Walmart at 7 a.m., armed with checklists and a competitive streak. This wasn't just a hobby, it was a global, fiercely competitive subculture that turned childhood nostalgia into a grown-up obsession. Fun fact, some treasure hunts were made in runs as low as 10,000, rarer than many real sports cars. As collector culture grew, so did the value of rare Hot Wheels. Certain cars reached legendary status, fetching prices that would make your jaw drop. The 1969 Beach Bomb prototype, a pink van with surfboards that never made it to mass production, sold for over $150,000 at auction, making it one of the most valuable toys in history. Other rarities like the overchrome Mustang or cars with misprinted packaging regularly fetch thousands. Errors like cars with mismatched wheels or inverted decals became collector catnip, with some selling for more than a real used car. This boom birthed a dedicated subculture. Collectors' guides like the annual Hot Wheels Price Guide became Bibles for enthusiasts. Online forums buzzed with tips on spotting rare finds, while conventions saw fans queuing for exclusive releases. For many, Hot Wheels wasn't just a toy, it was a legitimate investment market, with some collectors treating their collections like a stock portfolio. Stories abound of lucky finds. One collector reportedly found a beach bomb at a garage sale for $1, only to sell it for a fortune. Hot Wheels proved that small cars could carry big dreams and even bigger price tags. Fun fact, a Beach Bomb prototype was once found in a thrift store for just 50 cents. Hot Wheels didn't just dominate toy aisles, it became a pop culture powerhouse. In 1969, a short-lived cartoon, Hot Wheels, aired on ABC, blending racing with adventure and planting the brand in kids' imaginations. In the 2000s, the Accelerator's animated films took it further, weaving complex stories of futuristic racing teams. Video games like Hot Wheels, World Race, and Hot Wheels Unleashed brought the brand into the digital age, letting players race custom cars on gravity-defying tracks. Mattel pushed the boundaries with real-world stunts, like setting a Guinness World Record for the largest loop-the-loop with a life-size Hot Wheels car on live TV in 2011. Collaborations with brands like Gucci, Supreme, and even Tesla cemented Hot Wheels as a style icon. A 2021 Gucci Cadillac Seville Hot Wheels car sold out instantly, proving the brand's appeal stretched beyond kids to fashion-forward adults. From Hollywood cameos to music videos featuring Hot Wheels tracks, the brand became a shorthand for cool. For millions, Hot Wheels wasn't just a toy, it was a lifestyle, a nostalgic touchstone, and a symbol of unbridled creativity that resonated across generations. Fun fact, the 2021 Gucci Cadillac Seville Hot Wheels sold out in under 10 minutes. Hot Wheels is more than collecting or racing, it's about inspiring. Kids building tracks with loops and jumps aren't just playing. They're learning physics, experimenting with gravity, friction, and momentum. STEM programs across the U.S. have embraced Hot Wheels, using the cars to teach concepts like kinetic energy and aerodynamics in classrooms. Teachers report kids lighting up when they see Hot Wheels tracks, suddenly eager to calculate speeds or design ramps. The Hot Wheels Challenge Accepted program, launched in the 2010s, partnered with schools to bring engineering to life through play. Beyond education, Hot Wheels carries the torch of car culture. Collectors from dads to grandpas pass down stories of muscle cars and hot rods through 1/64th scale models. The brand bridges generations, with parents introducing their kids to the same cars they loved. Hot Wheels isn't just fun, it's a cultural and educational force, teaching kids to dream big and build bigger, one track at a time. Fun fact, a 2018 study showed kids using Hot Wheels in STEM classes scored 20% higher on physics tests. So where does Hot Wheels go from here? Mattel is charging into the future with digital collectibles, dipping their toes into NFTs to appeal to tech-savvy fans. Esports tournaments, like the Hot Wheels Legends Tour, turn fan-designed cars into Diecast legends, blending physical and digital play. Premium lines like car culture and pop culture keep collectors hooked with hyper-detailed models of everything from classic Mustangs to Star Wars-themed rides. Even as the world shifts to electric cars and virtual play, Hot Wheels stays relevant by tapping into what's timeless, the thrill of speed and the power of imagination. Because no matter the era, every kid and kid at heart loves a fast car. Fun fact, over 10,000 custom cars have competed in the Hot Wheels Legends Tour since 2018. From a spark of an idea in a California garage in 1968 to a global empire with 6 billion cars and counting, Hot Wheels is more than a toy. It's a cultural icon that shaped childhoods, fueled passions, and driven imaginations for over 5 decades. Whether you raced them, collected them, or dreamed of driving them, Hot Wheels holds a special place in our hearts. What's your favorite Hot Wheels memory? Drop it in the comments below, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Next up, we're counting down the top 10 rarest Hot Wheels ever made, a list so exclusive, it might just spark your next treasure hunt. You won't want to miss it.